It is called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. It is written by Harv Eker. Now, the majority of the shows I've done so far, I've talked about like these strategies to gain wealth, what you have to do in the world. But now I'd like to talk about the inner feelings and belief one should have in order to attain wealth. And in the book, the author points out 17 different ways that people with a wealthy mindset are different from everybody else. Number one, they believe that they create their life while everyone else feels like life happens to them. So they take responsibility for their actions while everyone else blames everyone else for their problems. Now, I will come right out and say that a lot of times I am a blamer. It's very hard for me to take responsibility for my actions, but I strive for that as much as possible.
I used to be that way.
Oh, you used to be that way. So what are you now? You believe that you are the troublemaker of your life?
Well, now I take much more responsibility for my actions, such as right now, at this very moment, I have a lot of work to do. I have to study for a big test tomorrow. I have a paper due Tuesday, a rough draft of it, and I have a big health project for my nutrition and health class. That I have a lot more to do on. So,
And the internship.
well, that I don't.
We're still
blame
working on that one. Yeah, that's not his fault. We can't blame him for that one. How about you two? Blamers or
It depends on the issue. I feel like it's not what you know, it's who you know. I mean, you're looking for a job. Most jobs that people get is
Okay, so
because
you're a
they-
blamer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I guess I would fall into that category too.
Sounds good. So we're all blamers here, oh, except for Brian. I'm sorry, the one who stands out among us. Number two, people with a wealthy mindset play the game of money to win, while everyone else plays the game of money not to lose. So, let me put it this way. Certain people want just enough to pay their bills, and they're happy. And I know many people like that. They want to live a humble life, either by choice or what they believe to be forced, and they just make enough money to get by. Now, you have another group of people who go out and get a job, and they get their money so that they can be comfortable. In fact, that is the favorite word of the middle class, as Harv likes to point out. You go to school, you get a job, go to college, all that stuff, just so you could get that nice big house, maybe a nice sports car, whatever you want, and you just want to be comfortable. And I will admit, I felt that way for a very long time myself. Every time I said that I wanted to gain wealth, I always said I just wanted to be comfortable. But then there are also the group of people that want to achieve great wealth. So they want to go beyond just the big house and the cars. They want to achieve a massive amount of money. So where do you guys see yourself at in that category? Me, I'll admit, like I said before, I wanted to be comfortable. But at this point, I'm striving for something better. Because as Harv pointed out in the book, if you try to achieve comfortability, that's exactly what you'll get. But, oh wait, I forgot the passage in the book, but it had a great point about just saying that, like, if you shoot for comfortability, that's all you'll ever have in life. But if you go for something better, then you'll achieve more and more. So you don't put a limit on your success is basically the message he's giving.
I would like enough money to earn so that when I turn like 65, unless I want to, I don't have to work. Furthermore, I would want enough money, instead of having the government helping people. You know what? If someone needed help for something, yeah, I got the money to do it without hurting myself. So maybe not like wealthy, but maybe a little more than being comfortable.
Right. I would want to be wealthy, and here's why. I have a lot of medical problems, and medical bills are the #1 cause of bankruptcy in America right now, and I imagine have been for a long time. And the benefits for medical insurance are slipping right now from jobs. So in order to keep yourself alive at this point, you need to have a fair amount of money. And also, you may have a child that's born who has medical issues, which is a problem my parents had. I was born, the bills came flying in because I was just completely screwed up. I'm not going to get into all the problems I have, but it helped me to understand the importance that money plays in people's lives. And you have many people out there that believe money isn't important, which is basically a justification for the state that they're in currently financially.
Yeah, I think I may see myself along with you guys. We try mostly. I think it's how many Americans feel. We try to strive to do more than the other person, to do
Right.
the
Definitely.
best.
All right, Brian, you're next. Is it going to be
Yeah.
security, comfortability, or wealth?
I'm definitely going for wealth on this one.
Yeah, I definitely think you are too, considering the conversations we've had. Alrighty, number 3. The wealthy are committed to gaining wealth while everyone else just wants to be wealthy. So, in a nutshell, they're not willing to put in the time. They will talk about how they want to be rich and they want all this massive amounts of money. But if you laid out the ground plan for them, they probably would not follow it because I'll be honest with you, it is boring. It really is. Now, it could be exciting if you want it to be. Maybe go to the casino, play the lottery, which is what most people do actually. And want the get rich quick scheme, basically. But even if they attained it, they wouldn't have the knowledge of what to do with the money, even if they got it. So,
Now, quick question, Chris. When
Sure.
you're saying like wealthy and stuff, do you mean monetary wealth, like money, cash, or do you mean like overall, like money, stocks, bond? Or you
well,
include both?
it all falls under the same thing, really. Just people who have a rich person's mindset. Like, I'm trying to see how I could put this because I can understand how if I use the words used in the book, it can be seen as offensive. So I'm doing my best to sugarcoat it. But he's very straightforward and blunt in the book, and I can understand how if I were to come out and say it the way he says it in the book, people might take it the wrong way. But it is no way to degrade anybody. It's just a way to explain the different way that people think. And he tries to do that by being as straight as possible with the thoughts that people go through, the thoughts that go through people's heads.
Now, the analogy you made with Atlantic City to go down there and to make money, the get rich quick scheme you were talking about, well, all I have to say is that you have to be extremely lucky in order for that sort of thing to work.
Insanely lucky. And then, of course, once you win the money, you'll probably lose it all anyways. I heard of one story. This dude won the lottery twice in his life, lost the money both times, went broke.
How can that even be?
I don't know. I don't know. But because of the way he feels about money, he managed to blow it all. I don't know the specific facts of how he did it, but both times he won the lottery, lost everything.
He probably made a bad investment.
I can only imagine what that could have been. Unreal.
Good thing
Absolutely.
you know about all the scams that go with investments.
I have a fairly good idea about what goes on out there.
Well, I can tell you this: if I won the lottery after like Uncle Sam takes all my money away, if I'm left with like $50 million, I say, you know what? I'm just gonna spend $40,000 a year of what I would normally make, and just put the rest away in investments and stuff. There's no need for you to go overboard and buy like a brand new house.
I know, seriously. Number 4. Wealthy people think big while everyone else thinks small. I think Brian and I are the defining example of this. Me and him are shooting for the internet so we can hit, what are there, like 7 billion people on this planet? I saw in a news report. I know there's 6 billion, but I could have sworn I saw the 7 billionth baby was born not too long ago. So I'm pretty sure I saw that in the news, but I could be wrong.
We're close if we haven't hit it yet.
Yeah. Me and Brian are going after everybody by going online. That is the idea of thinking big.
That's why we just had the unit on.
Exactly. We are going after everybody.
Go big or go home.
And we started out with what, 203 fans saying, now we're at 205.
That's
we're
right.
We're
We're moving
getting
up.
there.
See, many people focus too much on quality and don't take into consideration quantity. And what I mean by that, how many people do you serve at your job? And I think this ties in perfectly with the example I gave the one show where I talked about how a kid with a website could make more money than a physician, because a physician can only see one person at a time, whereas a kid with a website can reach a few billion people at any time of day and doesn't even have to be there physically.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially, yes, potentially.
But see, Chris, that's the best thing with internet, how while doing our radio show, we network ourselves at the same time. We're not wasting a single moment.
Definitely, I definitely agree with that.
And speaking of like a kid, the example of a kid making more money on a website than a physician, even like job, like blue collar jobs, like a physician or electrician, over their lifetime makes more money than a physician or a doctor or whatever, because they don't have the schooling bill to pay back. So You know.
I'm going to dig into that one. Another
Oh, awesome!
another
Can't
show.
wait to hear.
You have something, Dan?
Oh no, I'm good. Continue.
Okay, not a
I
problem.
enjoy listening.
Thanks.
Enjoy listening to what you have to say.
And another difference is that wealthy people focus on opportunities while everybody else focuses on the obstacles. Again, I would like to throw me and Brian in the mix because we are going online. That is an opportunity that most people see. You have so many people in the world today complaining that there are no jobs, and granted, that is absolutely justified. There are no jobs out there. It is a mess. It's terrible. But me and Brian are doing our best to find an alternative route to be successful in the world.
go-getters. We're go-getters.
Exactly.
We don't care how tough it is. People tell us over and over again, you're never going to get anywhere with the radio or television or politics or anything anyone in this room likes, history, stuff like that, education even. I don't listen to that.
No.
Or I will listen, but I'm still going for it.
Right.
I don't care. If anything, it just makes me try harder. We traveled to New York just to get an internship with Glenn Beck's company. And it's been tough. We're still trying.
Right.
We're going to try again tomorrow.
See, that's the thing with obstacles. What you were saying, how rich focus only on opportunities, we focus on obstacles. That's not true. We actually focus on both. While we may, like you were saying, have encountered all these obstacles in the way, it's just obstacles, people. You have to look for the gold mine behind it and
Yes.
keep going.
Even if it is a ridiculous, perilous journey that you'll probably will not survive. Like my blog, I have no guarantee of success, nor do I have a guarantee that I'll ever have my viewers again. But I keep at it. And it's going quite well, and for the first time ever, I've gotten over 1,000 views in 1 month. So it's
Yeah.
rocketing up. Okay, now, for the next one.